What up, though? It's the music scene. We got all the action, all the smoke. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified when we drop another banger. And when you do hit the subscribe button and then you do hit the notification bell, make sure you hit the all button. Don't let it go to personalized, because you will not get notified on time when I drop the videos. Now, we got a sad one. If y'all know anything about the Chicago drill movement, you know, when it started off, you had like the main key players up with there with Keith Chief and GBE and, you know, OTF and stuff like that. You had the opposition pretty much, Flyboy Gang, you know, FBG Doug, and so you know, Double O. So if y'all been keeping up with the news, one of the top, if not the top, opposition, like for like Chief Keef and them during that time, was FBG Duck. And so you know, you had other people like Billionaire Black, you know, other people that was affiliated, but he was like one of the ones that's surviving. Anyway, he was just killed yesterday, coming out of Saks Fifth or something like that. 2 cars pulled up, 4 people exit the vehicle, started shooting. He got hit in his neck, his chest, and his groin area. This is the sad part. You know, you hear about people getting killed all the time, rappers. This is the sad part. They got the footage, you know, it was all on the internet. And he was like, you know, I'm not saying it would have been better if he would have just like the bullets would have killed him instantly, but it was like he was on the ground, like he almost was about to try to like sit up. And if you was just looking on the outside, you know, looking in, you know, how he was, you would think maybe he would have made it. This the crazy part about it. The police was out there like pretty much making it a crime scene. You know, like if somebody get murdered, you know, after the body's gone, they find a shell casing. They put the little like yellow thing with the numbers to see how many shell casings. While he was right down there still alive, the police was doing that. And just like when George Floyd was had his knee on him, the cop had their knee on George Floyd, and they was telling people to stay back. They was keeping the perimeter pretty much, you know, so he couldn't be helped. That's the same thing that pretty much happened. People was there, like, you know, trying to get there and see, and they were telling them to stand back. One of the girls was saying help them, but the cops, they over there steady, you know, taking pictures of how many bullets it was found and placing the yellow. Like, that was just like, I never seen that before. Like they saying like the ambulance got there like 30 minutes later, and it's like the police, they didn't like try to do nothing. Like, they didn't let nobody help them. You know, it's like they tell everybody to stand back. Like my mama, you know, when I was little, my mama, she had like saw this person. I don't like, it probably was over drugs. They just ran up on him and shot him. We was at the plaza or whatever. I was in another store or whatever, and so the dude intestines was hanging out, and so she was praying with him and stuff like that. You know, and so, but this situation with FBG Duck, the cops, they wouldn't let nobody like help him get near him. Like, somebody probably could have been like, let's put him in a car. We just take him to the hospital. They wouldn't let nobody get near him. And so I think he might have like died at the hospital. But the thing is, he probably could have been saved. It seemed like it almost was purposeful. So if you just think about, like, it's almost like the George Floyd scenario. Like they pretty much was like keeping everybody at bay. And so that's sad. And it just seemed extra sad because, you know, you just see him there. And he was like one of the ones you thought like he was the one that survived. Like, he had been shot before, like, you know, a long time ago, back in the time when Chief Keef was like really doing it in there and still in Chicago. Lil J, you know, the Wolverine is what academics call him, Double O. You know, he was like one of the top. He was kind of more popular than FBG Duck before, like, he went to jail. But like, you know, he got shot several times. That's what they call him, Wolverine with the healing factor. But it's like FBG Duck became like the name of it, like FBG Flyboy Gang, and just really like he became more the opposition when it seemed like Lil J was at first. But it's like, especially going around the Black Lives Matter, you got like his opposition. They like making all type of diss songs and talking about duck packs and stuff like that. And we cover a lot of stuff, but for some reason this seemed exercise because it seemed like he beat the odds. Like he like even though he was staying in the hood and stuff like that, it seemed like he survived that era because Lil J in jail, Butter was in jail, he got out. You got Lil Mister got killed. A lot of people got killed. Capo, Capo, the Keep Chief cousin Capo, he was shot in like the same thing. They have video footage of him on the ground. So it's just crazy. It's just like you almost feel even more sorry because you thought like they was past, like they made like maybe you know Reach, Dirt, Chief Keef, all them they living somewhere else. Like pretty much they still enemies, but they like keeping their distance. But I guess I don't know if it's his recent music or they bent on him, but he had made the song about Chicago legends. He gave a lot of ops props and stuff like that. And then he recently made a song saying he said he wasn't gonna diss the ops, and he didn't. But then he ended up dissing like I think like two of them, and it might be like something that touched the opposition heart, or maybe they been on him. But anyway, they like laughing and celebrating on the internet. And I can't help to think that that was the craziest thing for the cops to be setting up the scene like somebody was already dead, or the person was already gone at the hospital. Like instead of putting their attention and energy on saving him, they could have put him in the car and drove him to the hospital or anything. So they just let him bleed out. And so get in the comments, let me know what y'all think about that. Like it's just kind of sad. I mean, the whole thing's sad. And honestly, when it comes to these type of like videos about these artists and stuff like that killing each other, like I don't like want to seem like I'm glorifying it, so I just cover it. And as much as people say that we cover negative stuff, the media and stuff like that, this is really what y'all want. Everybody wants sensationalism, dramas, and that's why I say the music scene, we got all the action, all the smoke. Because at the end of the day, that's what y'all want. If I just do a straight month with nothing but positive stuff and just regular, just only news, it wouldn't get this much attention. You know what I mean? I do polls on what type of videos y'all want and which artists and what group and stuff like that. And the main stuff that I do it on, y'all might say YB and Fbg. That's what y'all pick by the poll. Now, if I go against that and do other stuff, it's going to show. Y'all not going to support it. And so, but if nothing else, I try to just report it and not try to glorify it. Like some people, they'll pick sides. You got some blogs, they'll like never met anyone of the opposition that they covering the stories on, but they pick sides. And that's crazy. Some may go as far as like talking, crazy or teasing or making a mockery out of certain people's groups or whatever, that they people that like died or got killed. And so I just feel like it's something got to be done, because I know us as media and bloggers and stuff like that, we got a lot of responsibility. We can make and break a lot of artists. We can get them notoriety. We could make them feel like curve what they want to do, depending on how we covering them. And because at the end of the day, people want attention, they want clout, they want exposure. And no matter what they say about us media, no matter how big our channel is or not, we got influence and we got more control just about than a lot of the artists. And so, I mean, just think about it. Like, just say YB and Fredo and all of them good, but if we wouldn't covering them and talking about what's going on with them and their trials and tribulations, would they really be as trending as they are? You might say they got good music, but is the situation that they're being in really keep him going, that create a myth about him or a legend about him or different stuff like that. But he just stabbed his FBG Duck. I don't know if a lot of people feel like I felt, but it seemed like, he wouldn't have died at 26. Like he would have lived longer. And crazy thing about it is this guy I saw on IG, a security guy. He like does security. He was saying just the other day, Duck reached out to him and saying he wanted him to start moving around with him, and he said he was gonna confirm with him this Thursday. And so here it is, like 2 days before that he get killed. So I would just say that's sad. But y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think. The music, I'm out.